Lovers Quarrel. It's a long, sustained quarrel.
What's going on, world?
Hey, everybody.
It's your guy, TJ, Mr. New Cool.
And it is your girl, Dani, your drained dragon.
I feel like you used dragon before.
Damn it, did I?
You used Komodo dragon, but...
Shit. All right, I gotta really step it up there. I apologize, babe.
You apologize to me. I always thought the shit was corny anyway, but God.
Whatever. And actually, I'm not like super tired. I'm only like a little bit tired because...
Hence the drained.
Yeah. But you know what? I went to the doctor.
Okay.
And the doctor said that I have a vitamin B12 I'm slightly deficient. And B12 is what you have for energy. So it would account for my tiredness.
Oh.
I got my first B12 shot yesterday.
Do you feel more energized? No.
I feel like it said it might take like a little bit of time to kick in, and sometimes it's very water soluble, so a lot might pass through my body. But I also bought the B12 vitamins to take on a daily basis now too, so maybe I won't be as tired anymore. Fingers up. Fingers
crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
I don't know what fingers up means, but
I was
probably
trying
a
to
teacher.
Prayers up and then fingers crossed kind of got mixed
Got
together.
You. How are you doing? Oh,
Jinx.
Knock on wood.
Anyway, I'm okay. I am coming off of... This week has been a lot better than last, so, fingers crossed it as well that it continues that way. But how about you?
Living the dream.
Just dripping with sarcasm.
I mean, listen, it's better to be positive than to be negative.
Even if it's like phony positive? Even if it's not even like believably positive?
I mean...
Because I know I don't believe you, so like, do you think our listeners do?
I don't know.
So...
They may not, but...
Well, let me ask you the question again.
That's how I talk at work.
How are you doing?
I'd be like, TJ, how are you doing today, TJ? I'm doing amazing. Living the dream.
And people believe you?
I don't know. Just
do you care?
Yeah. No. I don't know. What was the question you had?
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
For the most part, I guess.
Okay, that's fair.
Have some good days, have some bad days.
I feel you.
So.
I feel you. Well.
Not to bring the mood down, but.
No, you're not. I mean, we do have, you guys, a eventful weekend ahead of us. TJ and I would be celebrating our wedding anniversary this weekend. Did you remember?
Yeah.
I'm just saying you made like the like.
I was like hyping you up.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I should have been like, okay.
Yes.
You did that. Is that better?
Yes, it is.
All right.
So yeah, 6 years.
6 years. Say it again.
6 years. Married.
Doing it.
Jinx. So, I mean, and like, on one hand, like, I'm always like, obviously, I always enjoy celebrating our anniversary. Like, it brings back very fond memories because, you guys weren't there, but for those who do listen who's there, our wedding was like a fucking party. It was definitely, oh wait, what do they always say now? It was a movie. Our wedding was definitely a movie. Like, people talked about our wedding for quite some time after we said I do. And I definitely tip my hat to you, babe, because
I'm the lit one.
You are the lit one. That's fine. You can have that.
To you, we'd have been listening to Kenny G.
Why do you always go to Kenny G? Like
Wilson Phillips.
First of all,
because these are all the songs.
Don't slander Wilson Phillips. Your mama loves Wilson Phillips,
and she loves Kenny G. So
no, I don't love Kenny G. So yeah, it was such a good day. Like, it was like it had snowed like 3 days before, and then it
shined that day.
It was like 60 degrees and sunny. It was perfect.
With my guys,
y'all getting drunk,
my family and friends. We didn't get drunk.
Y'all were like, y'all had a whole I guess there was a lot of y'all. I was just getting warmed up.
Exactly.
Okay.
We was putting gasoline in the truck.
Got it. We had a lot of fun getting ready too. We had like mimosas and bagels, and we were like,
we was in here in a bando.
Oh my goodness.
Drinking and not thinking.
Shout out to Hector. He brought the bottle? Was it the red berry?
Yeah.
A Ciroc.
It's like, H, why did you buy such a big bottle? Finished it. Yo, it was, yeah.
Got to the church. I was like, don't be late. And then you weren't late. We didn't start too late.
Well,
and
I would have never been late.
And then you are late to a lot of things. So that's why I had to be sure, because I didn't want you being uber late for our own wedding.
I wasn't gonna be late, but whatever.
Yeah. And then we got to the
expectations.
We said our I do's. You know, we got to the reception, and that was dope. We had Chop as the DJ. We had food. We have the photo booth. And I still stand by the fact that the claim or the assertion that you and I have that before us, nobody else came in to the wedding reception to hood music. After us, everybody did.
We could have been inspiring.
We could have been, because
now imagine if he had the music, like the actual lyrics.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Nah,
but it was still dope though.
It was a good time.
And I mean, everybody sang it. Yeah,
it was a great day.
It was. And we went to the club after. That's how you know we were young when we got married.
I would still go to the club.
I mean, I would go to the club too.
This was before your B12 deficiency.
Shut the hell up.
You was vibing then. You know what I mean?
You know, I was on a wave. I was on the wedded bliss wave.
Yeah. Now you.
And we went to the hood club. Well, it wasn't hood, but
definitely not a hood club.
But we went to the club.
We went to the club,
and we had a good time there too. And
6 years ago,
drinking and not thinking.
When you really loved me.
Whatever. I still really love you. I do still really love you. But thanks for indulging us with that walk down memory lane, y'all. So by the time, if you listen to this episode by this weekend, it'll be our anniversary. So make sure you wish us a happy 6th anniversary.
Yeah.
And with that being,
6.
What basketball player wears number 6?
LeBron wore 6
in high school.
No, he wore it in the Olympics.
Did he wear it in Miami?
And he wore it in Miami.
So this is our LeBron year.
No, I don't do that.
Oh.
But you can find something at 6.
Okay, well.
I feel like LeBron wore 6 in the Olympics too.
Oh, you about to Google it?
Yeah, but go ahead.
All right. Well, while he's Googling, we're going to jump into some elevator talk. And I'll start us off. And I'm going to do both though, but I'll start with down and end with up. So going down. So
yes, he wore it in his USA. But go ahead.
All right, so this is our USA LeBron year. Y'all know my teacher life dominates a lot of my brain and mind and spirit and all that stuff like that. And one thing that really frustrates me as an educator is parents who working too hard to be their child's friend. It's counterproductive as fuck, and it is detrimental, really, honestly, to their ability to like have relationships with other authority figures or respect authority. And even people I know on social media post and stuff about just today about their child, like, why is my child not passing? Well, your child is struggling with these concepts and you pick them up like 3 times a week early, and that's during my class period. And then, fast forward to a month later, the parent is picking their child up early yet again from this and taking them out of this class that they were failing a month ago and are still failing. And then they hear them on the way out saying like, hey, how about we play hooky tomorrow? Me and you, we can hang out, this, that, and the other. And I'm telling you, like, I know in my heart of hearts, Tatum, I'm not here to be Tatum's friend. I'm here to be her mother. And I agree with what that said, which is like, you know what? I was a parent, or you're going to be a parent to a child, because that way when you're an adult, because now they're a responsible, well-established, self-sufficient adult, that now you can be have that friendly relationship with them, that because now you know that you've raised somebody who has the tools and the respect and the accountability necessary to be a functioning adult. And I'm sorry, like, some of these kids, like, y'all, they have so much latitude with like everything, from how they can talk to people, how they can dress, where they go, what they do. And it's like, you hear that your child's doing this, that, and the other in school, and then yet they come and you tell you, oh, I'm gonna handle it, and then the next day they're coming back talking about what new games they have or they got a new cell phone, this, that, and the other, and I'm like, it blows my mind. It flabbergasts me, whatever you want to call it. I'm floored by it every time, and it's just, when you do stuff like that for any, if you know somebody who tries to be buddy with their child or their children, it's doing them a disservice. And because it just won't work out in the end for them, because then when you need to pull that parent card, when you need to pull rank, your kid's gonna look at you like, what are you talking about? We the same. Because I have students who talk crazy about their parents. Like, I'm gonna call your mother, call her. I don't care what she says, this, that, and the other. And like, have been on the phone and still kept that energy with their parent. And I'm like, that's crazy to me. Tony and Gregory would have never ever allowed anything like that to happen. So that's my one thing. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm as your teacher. I'm not here to be your child's friend. I'm here to be their teacher and support them and guide them as a teacher. And same thing with my child. I'm not here to be my child's friend. But on the flip side, going up, last week was a really rough one for me as an educator. And so then on Monday, I had the chance, because we're testing, so schedule's kind of weird. I was able to take one of my kids who didn't earn game room. We have a little game room in our school, who had missed it. I got to take them down there to help them make it up. And it was so nice and so refreshing and so endearing for me to see kids acting like kids. They were playing Dance Dance Revolution on the Wii. They were playing ping pong. They were playing air hockey. They were making up dances. I stepped the other day for the Black History program, so my girls want me to show them how to step. The other ones, they're taking pictures on their phone. And it was like, little pockets of crews that don't normally like roll with each other or sit with each other at lunch or in class, but because they were in a safe space, they knew that nobody was judging them, they were doing something that they all enjoyed. All of the middle school drama and needing to worry about what everybody else is thinking just kind of fell by the wayside, and it kind of like gave me a little bit of a restored faith in children between the ages of 11 and 14. So with that being said, I yield the elevator for the day, for the episode. And husband of mine, where are we going on this elevator now?
We're gonna go down.
Okay, going down.
So they removed Michael Jackson's music from radio stations worldwide.
Really? But I feel like I heard him, and I definitely heard him at the dentist today.
And then they said a few stations in Canada are following suit due to this documentary.
Yes, which I have yet to see, but I need to
watch.
watch.
See it. Like, he's not here to defend himself. A,
Mm-hmm.
B, Wade Robinson keeps on going back and forth on he was touched, he wasn't touched, and if we're gonna start taking people's music, like, we got to start take Elvis music, take like anybody who's had a past, we got to take their music off now. Like, as long as people are talking about it, it's public opinion is law now.
With public opinion, the court of public opinion is unforgiving and oftentimes and very rash and rushes to judgment a lot. But I'm not gonna speak too heavily on it because I have yet to see the documentary. But I feel like I do want to see it because I feel like if I have if I have that same energy for R. Kelly, then I need to at least watch the documentary so I can form an opinion about Michael Jackson. Now, I'll be quite honest, like, if I feel compelled by the accounts or the evidence that's presented in that documentary, it will be harder for me to have to rethink and re-examine how I go about being a consumer of Michael Jackson's like music, because I'm definitely arguably a bigger Michael Jackson fan than I was of his music than of R. Kelly. So that's all, I'll take that into consideration. But I kind of put a pin in it, so until I can get a chance to watch it.
The second reason why I'm going down is because my Lakers is in the 10th spot. Mm-hmm. We keep losing. It looks like we may not make the playoffs.
Okay. But this is, this is a year. It's a lot of changes. People have to kind of find their groove, and they have to
and
gel.
Then everybody's coming. This is
a rebuilding season.
And then everybody's trying to say is LeBron still the top guy because
his team's not winning.
Yeah,
he's still the top guy.
And stuff like that. And it's just like
it takes. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah,
you have to bring that team together.
We don't play no real defense, and most LeBron James teams
play a lot of defense.
When I seen them, they didn't play a lot of defense. I think people always get stuck on that LeBron has made defensive plays, but I would have never been like, oh, he's going to be a defensive player of the year. Mm-hmm. But his teams is always, when I went to them finals and they up, and then Steph Curry and them just come down free shots, like, you know what I mean, like.
But I just think that it's. Even though they might not make it to the playoffs this year, I feel confident that they will turn it around. It's just, it's a year of
we have 3 more years with LeBron, but it's still like, we can't be losing.
You got to start somewhere. It wasn't going to happen overnight, especially when you don't have, you have a stacked roster, but then you kind of don't. So
we have a young roster, and they're playing like shit.
Well, they're young, so and that's what young people do. They play like shit. I teach young people. They do dumb
no, it's
shit.
not the same.
They do dumb shit all the time. They don't, not the same. And they don't listen, and they think they know everything.
And then sometimes LeBron be taking some terrible ass shots. Just
maybe he's being. It's like his experimental year, and then he'll bring it back together. I have faith in my best friend LeBron. So
that's cool. So those are my 2 things.
Well, I'm sorry about that, baby, but still a Lakers fan. You've been through worse with the Lakers, so
I haven't been through worse.
This is the first time they wouldn't have been in the playoffs, even before LeBron.
No, it's the first time that they had a superstar and they couldn't win games.
Okay, well, it'll happen. It'll come together.
We need Kobe back.
Kobe is living his best life over there, making girls and coaching his daughter. So, with that being said.
Go ahead.
We're going to go right on into our relationship tip of the week. Would you like to go first, sir?
Nah. You rocking.
All right. So.
Is it inspired by me? Yeah.
It's more inspired by me. But
I win.
No, it's inspired by me. So. We all know about times when you're in a rut with your significant other, when you guys are kind of on the outs, you're kind of, especially when you've been together for a long time and you live together, and you're kind of like 2 ships crossing in the night, passing in the night, however the saying goes, and you don't even necessarily feel like all that compelled to speak or whatever. And sometimes when you do try to engage with them, because people are still on edge, or people are still in their feelings, or people are still upset, the conversations don't go that well. So my tip is that obviously in moderation, sometimes having a little assist can help, or doesn't hurt, when to as far as getting the conversations going and helping you get out your own way. And by an assist, I mean maybe a little bit of wine, maybe a little bit of vodka, maybe a little bit of weed, just a little something to kind of lower your guards, lower your inhibitions, so that way you are, in a space where you can talk to that person, or you can just simply enjoy each other's company. And I'm saying both of y'all, y'all can just, if y'all crack open a couple of beers together and y'all those things help kind of reduce your inhibitions. And when you do that, sometimes that's when the beginning of being on the mend, when you've had a fight or something with your partner, can happen. Not to say that it's sweeping it under the rug, or not to say it should be the answer to every argument or every issue in your relationship. Oh, let's get high together, let's drink together, and then we're going to sweep it under the rug. But every once in a while, I don't think it'll hurt. So that, my dear, is my relationship tip of the week. So,
My tip for the week is when you're doing something for people in a relationship, friendship, make sure that you're doing it because that's what you want to do, and you're not doing it because you're trying to get a response.
That is a good one.
So, you know.
You know what? I will go so far as to say, I think that was the better one.
Oh.
Mark the date. So.
That's because that one hit home, y'all. But anyway.
Oh my God. It probably hit home for your ass. That's why.
It was.
Yeah. Inspired by you.
It was inspired. Technically, by my wording, you win. It was inspired by you.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So I shouldn't do things with it except to try and get something out of you?
You know? No. It was a realization that I'm glad that I do things because I want to do it, and I'm not doing it because I'm expecting something.
Oh, okay.
And it's inspired by you because it was cold the other night. No, it wasn't cold. I was saying it was snow. It was cold, but it wasn't. What's the name? But anyway, I went and put gas in your car late at night because I didn't want you to have to go out in the morning and stop to get gas. And you didn't say thank you. And
I saw it. Let me say this, y'all. So I got in the car and I saw it and I'm not excusing myself.
No, go ahead. I didn't say anything
because when I get Tatum ready for school. So I get up 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. I get myself together. Then I go and I get Tatum. I get her washed up, dressed, brush her teeth, do her hair, pack her stuff, pack my stuff, get her cereal, get out the door, get her in the car, drop her off at daycare, go to work. And in the hustle and bustle of my morning routine, when I came outside, I was like, oh, my car's parked differently. I was like, TJ must have took my car and went somewhere. And then when I got in the car, I noticed that I had a full tank of gas. And in my mind, I was like, oh my God, he got me and got gas. That's so sweet of him. I need to make sure I text him and thank him. But in getting Tatum in the car and driving her to school and, you know, getting her situated, checking her in, putting her stuff up and running out, I forgot to text TJ and tell him thank you. And I know a text message only takes 2 seconds. I'm not taking that away from anything.
Listen,
but
these are your words, not mine.
It is, but I'm just saying I forgot. But I did appreciate it.
It just made me realize that thank God I was doing it because I was trying to be thoughtful and I wasn't expecting you to see anything or I wasn't doing it for a reaction.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted you to be safe because you leave so early in the morning. So if you don't have to go to a gas station by yourself with our daughter in the car, maybe not, then cool.
Well, I do appreciate it.
But when you didn't say thank you, I was like, thank God I wasn't doing this because I was expecting like brownie points or thank you. So,
well, I still thank you again.
But I also win because mine's inspired by you. Yours was inspired by me, so that cancels out. And then you said that mine was better, so I win.
This time, yes.
I win a lot.
No.
But yeah, I'm gonna mark the date, and you know, this is gonna come out on our wedding anniversary. Mm-hmm. So this is perfect. Stars are aligning.
Okay, sure. Well, now that we've given our relationship tips, care to enlighten us with a $5 word?
That's what we're doing?
Yes.
It's a $5 word?
TJ's $5 word of the week.
Okay.
Omnipotent. Omniscient.
Are you doing it now? Are you bringing your...
Septuagenarian.
What does that mean?
That's somebody who's in their 70s.
Okay. You just trying to steal my shine.
I mean, I think it's loquacious, garrulous. Shout out to Miss Reed, my 10th and 11th grade.
Do you want to do it this week?
No, I'm ready. We're waiting.
No, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Come on, no, throw some more words out there.
Let's see.
Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to do equivocal, which means uncertain. Mm-hmm. Why you make that face? You don't like that word?
It's not my favorite of your words, but go ahead.
So equivocal means uncertain. Wish we weren't equivocal.
Mm-hmm. Because most people use like unequivocal, meaning that it is certain.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard the word unequivocal?
No.
Or unequivocally something something?
Nah.
I should join your battle of the word of the week.
That's not fair.
Why not? Because I already use big words?
Yeah, exactly. You should do like the reverse. You should do like the small word of the week.
Like,
the simple word of the week.
Like cat.
Hat.
Dog.
Sure.
Mouse.
Yeah, stuff like, well, you just listen to animals now.
Okay. I was arguing with a mouse today at work.
You was arguing with a mouse.
Yeah. It was a half day, and when it's really quiet in my room, like, and after the kids leave, if it's just me in there, that's when like a mouse, like, it's like I have like one or two in my room, I guess, and they come out from under the heater, and I was like, you already know, go back to where you came from. And as soon as they hear me talk, like, it runs back under the heater. Mm-hmm. And then it came back out another time, and it was like a hole next to the heater, and it was like peeking and looking at me. And I was like, go away. And then I said it too loud, I guess, because then the math teacher came next door and was like, who are you talking to? And I was like, the mouse. She was like, I thought there was some kids up here. And I was like, no. I was having a conversation with the mouse.
Oh, she's about to telling you, Miss Bison got some little boys in there.
That is not where she was going with that. She was going to be like, what child didn't go home? Okay. Don't be trying to put that, listen, don't put that on me.
I'm just saying.
My name is not Robert Kelly. So, anyway.
On that note, we're going to
take a little break.
And you're going to hear a message from our sponsor.
All right.
Hey friend, it's time for you to ditch those workout gloves and get the grip and wrist support you deserve. What do you suggest? You need to get the Gainz Load and Lock grips by Gainz Sports Gear. They are more durable than gloves, have a non-slip grip pad that provides grip support and added wrist support unlike your traditional workout gloves, and will protect your hands from calluses. Do they come in different colors? Not only do they come in different colors, but they are available for men and women. Do yourself a favor, go to GainSportsGear.com. And remember, a better grip equals a better lift. Embrace the process.
And you too can embrace the process by using our code LOVERS10 at Gainz, Gainz, sportsgear.com. And now, back to the episode.
Alrighty, and we are back. And for today's episode, we're going to do something a little different. So if you listened to last week's episode with Kelly, there was like one portion of our episode where I brought up that guy, the self-love or relationship expert, Derek Jackson, because I talked about his take on if like a man should stop speaking to his like female best friend if his new girlfriend asked him to. And it reminded me that we had his cards for this game called Mentally Stimulate Me. And the box says, are you tired of non-engaging run-of-the-mill dates? Well, the Mentally Stimulate Me card game is here to rescue you. Each card gives you a glimpse into the person you're dating or can make for a fun night of group debates when played with friends. It will make you laugh out loud, soul search, think, or all three. See for yourself. So I thought TJ and I, even though we are clearly already dating each other long term and married, we're not dating.
We're forever dating. Shit always change.
Oh, can change? Huh?
Yeah. Shit has changed.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Well, I just thought that TJ and I could play. So I have a stack of the Mentally Stimulate Me cards in front of us, and we have not looked at any of them. And I thought that TJ and I could spend part of the episode kind of getting to know each other in front of your ears anyway. So with that being said, do you want to pull first? You want me to pull first?
No, you got it. Women first. Ladies.
Okay.
Girls.
Because I'm a lady. All right. I'm pulling the first card. Are you nervous?
No. Was that your elevator talk? Pulling. That's what it sounded like. Well, go ahead.
Oh, wait. This is the tips card.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Your boo calls you for a ride. They get in the car and mention they just robbed a bank. What's your next move? A, tell them to get out. B, help them hide. C, drive them home and break up afterwards. D, call the police and tell them to look no further. Snitch.
Oh, nah, we don't do no snitching.
So,
A.
You tell them to get out. I'm telling you to get out too, especially if you're my boo. If you're not my husband, because I feel like you would. If you would have told me you robbed a bank.
See, I don't know what, like, in the new terminology, boo might just mean like we just talking, you know.
Oh my god!
Back when we were dating, your boo, that was your thing. That was your woman.
That was because it's boo and it's bae and it's all these in between.
That's what I'm saying. Back then, Usher and Alicia Keys had you rocking.
There's always
no.
Oh.
No.
Don't do that to me.
That's not what we're going to do today.
All right. Well, TJ's pulling the next card.
Your soulmate lives a long distance from you and got offered a high-paying job. Now she wants you to quit your low-paying dream job to move. What? Do you? What? Did that make sense?
Do you want me to read it?
No.
Okay. Try again.
Your soulmate lives a long distance from you and got offered a high-paying job. Now, she wants you to quit your low-paying dream job to move. Do you? A. I'm saying... Well, A is yes, B is no.
My low-paying but it's my low-paying, but it's my dream job. I'm going to move because I feel like I can find my dream job in another city. It doesn't say that you can't find it over there.
Facts.
So
it says it's your soulmate.
Yeah.
You're gonna get one of those.
Possibly.
Or two.
It depends. We heard last episode you can have more than one. All right.
I don't think that's what we said last episode.
Kelly said she was like she believes that there's more than one person that's meant for you.
Okay, you're right.
Thank you, because I'd be listening.
Maybe because my heart was still like, if you were gone, I'm never dating again. I'm never getting married again. But when it was poised to you, you kind of made it seem like I got 6 months and then...
That's not what I said.
I mean, that's how you were acting.
That's not what I said.
That's how you were acting. He was like, 6 months?
No, that's not what I said, and that's not what I meant. So don't put words in my mouth.
Like, you gonna bring him to my funeral, front row, sobbing nah, it's dead.
Oh my god!
I'm coming back every night,
Oh,
knocking on the damn door.
Oh my god!
Hey, my man, get up, straight up like that. But go ahead.
All right. So, here's the term bae. Your bae is out cheating and calls you, panicking because their side piece is trying to kill them. What do you do? A, rescue them and address the cheating later. B, call 911 to help them instead. C, break up, hang up. Or D, tell bae you're on the way but never come.
A, I'm going with D.
So I'll be right there and just never show up.
Never showing up.
I think I would go... I would be. I don't want you to die, but I'm not coming to help you. So I'll call 911 and let them know. I'll be like, send me your location, and that's it.
You're just singing tonight.
I am. I let the authorities do the rest.
D. I'm gonna be there.
12 hours later.
Exactly.
It's your turn. Pull a card. I didn't shuffle these. You think I should have shuffled them?
I don't know. The fastest way for someone to earn cool points with you is to A, tell the truth no matter what. Mm-hmm. B, admit when they're wrong. C, make time for you. D, verbalize the things they like about you.
Jesse? So I can read the options?
They didn't like my reading.
No, I do. It's fine. I'm just a visual learner.
That was real subtle, too. Can I just see the card? I just want to make sure.
No, I'm a visual person. It was a lot of words, so I just got to make sure I heard it right.
That's cool.
Fastest way for someone to earn cool points with me would... I would honestly, D, verbalize the things that they like about me. I'm a words of affirmation kind of girl. I'm acts of service and words of affirmation. So if you tell me, and I'm not saying gas my head up. I'm just saying, like, remind me why you are here to begin with, or why you like me, then that is the fastest way to, like, butter me up, I feel like, or get on my good side.
I like your gap.
Thank you. Even though I don't really have a gap.
Nah. Right now, that thing is sliding, feel me?
Well, I just got my teeth cleaned, so they were sticking a thing in there. So maybe they, like, widened it a little bit. I think... can I tell you what I think yours is going to be?
What?
I think yours would be A through C, but let me look at it again. I think yours would be C. Make time for you. What would you put?
I would say C or A.
So I was partially right.
Yeah. C or A.
Why?
Tell me the truth.
Tell you the truth no matter what?
Yeah.
Even if it hurts your feelings?
I mean, that's life sometimes. But I do like time being made for me. So.
This is good. I feel like we're getting reacquainted with each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. After a hot date, you and your boo go back to his or her place. You notice the security sensors are still attached to their clothes. What do you do? A, continue the night as planned. B, ask them if they're aware of the sensors. C, make an excuse to leave. D, call the police on them. Well, D is just excessive.
A.
Continue the night as planned. What if the sensor gets in the way? Like,
how's it getting away?
I mean, like,
unless we go inside the store and that it goes off.
I think I'd say something. I'd be like, you got a sensor on your back of your coat, and maybe like they just like, oh, it must have not come off or whatever. Now if they pull out the little thing that takes the sensors off from home, I'm like, oh, you nigga, you boosted. So that would be me. Your turn.
Which one would mean the most to you? Slow dancing under the street lights,
Or
what?
you said which one would mean the most? So
Yeah,
you only read
I
one.
gave you one. I'm about to read them.
I know, but you were going slow. I was like,
My fault.
okay.
Surprise picnic while out running errands. Deep tissue massage after a long day. Pillow fighting and play wrestling.
I'm gonna say, although I don't like deep tissue, but I do like a good massage.
That's what I said.
A good
You.
massage.
That's what I figured you would say. I think D.
What was D again?
Pillow fighting and play wrestling.
You would knock me out. Pillow fighting? We're gonna go pillow fight later on.
Anyway.
You're gonna like take somebody's head off though. You don't know your own strength.
No, I obviously you're playing. You can't take somebody's head off.
Okay.
Some of these questions are dumb now.
They are a little bit dumb. This one says
You probably got these off Black Twitter.
Oh my god. Yeah. So you bring Bae to the family
We
cookout.
count Zoo and bring Bae. See, so are we saying that Bae is the new term for like that's your woman?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so you bring Bae.
To a family cookout, right?
All right.
Your same-sex cousin,
My same-sex cousin.
so
All
in
right.
your case a male, sees food on Bae's lip and gently wipes it from her. What do you do? A, tell a family elder. B, check your cousin. C, check your bae for letting your cousin do that. Or D, nothing at all. See, when I first
B.
read it, I thought it was,
B.
check your cousin?
Yeah.
See, when I first read it, I thought it meant that, like, you had a gay cousin. And it was like, you got something on your lip, but I get it. So it's like, you brought me to the family cookout and, like, your other male cousin saw something and was like, oh, you got something right here.
But I feel like if he tried, you'd be like, what are you doing?
Exactly. I mean, maybe Bae would be, and maybe but like, how do you respond to it? B. Check your
I would
cousin.
speak to my cousin.
I would.
D. Do nothing.
Yeah, I might do nothing. I mean, it depends on how it was done. Like, is it done in a sexual manner? It'd be like, hey, you got some shit on your lip. It's like,
No, it's one of your female cousins.
but what if she like
Caress
just
my lip?
caressed, or did she just like mush you? That's the thing. It depends.
No.
And is it
All right.
now it depends on which cousin it is. If it's like a cousin Faith, fuck that. Yeah, I'm gonna check cousin.
Why? Why does it matter?
Because Faith fucked the family.
No, that's not fair.
Faith be fucking the family, so that's why she can't touch you. But if it was like my BFF cousin, and it's just like, oh no, she's just looking out.
Nah.
I think it depends on who the cousin is. If it's cousin Faith, it's a problem.
I don't care who it is. Why are you touching her? Like,
did we just meet? That'd be weird too.
I mean, the question is the question. You add in different scenarios.
Okay.
So right. You would say nothing.
Possibly, yes.
No.
All right, go ahead.
You found out through a friend that your partner once put an ad in the yellow pages to sell their body. Do you look at your partner differently?
Yes. What's your answer?
Yes. I feel like that's an obvious thing.
How do we feel about this game so far?
I feel like it's time for us to create our own.
Okay, yeah.
Because this is... If you was home and Pop hopped on bed and then Fred came out the closet, what would you do?
Why do I feel like I get all the like crazy scenarios?
All right, let me read it then.
All right.
Babe buys you your dream car. 6 months later, you learn the money used to buy it was from scamming. What do? Return the car, but stay with Bae. Keep the car and Bae. Return the car and break up. Ask Bae for scamming lessons.
I would probably... See, my answer choice isn't on there.
What?
My answer would be keep the car and convince Bae to stop scamming.
Oh.
Because, I mean, we already got the car. If it's already paid off. But I guess if I had to choose, I would do both. I would keep Bae and keep... Well, no, I'd probably keep the car. And,
No. Keep what you said. You would keep Bae in the car. Danny, let me find out you like...
Because, but
like
I don't want to go to jail though. I don't want to get in trouble. I just would be like, don't buy me nothing with your money. What would you do?
Ask Bae for scamming lessons.
You would.
This is the last one.
This is the last one. Oh, this is do one more after this one.
All right, well you do the last two.
Because then this is an easy one. You and your partner of 3 years are looking up your ancestry, and you realize that you're also second cousins. Nobody else, not even family, knows. What do? A, break things off. B, remain in a relationship with your cousin. I'm going to break things off. I guess I said...
I mean, if he was like my 4th, 5th cousin, I mean, removed, added back in.
Oh, then you might have to look... No chances of like any deformations or...
Damn, 3 years? We would have to do some fucking... I would have to do some counseling on that one.
Oh, this is a... What? Oh, yeah. You would have to do some counseling because that would be a long time to be together.
It's 3 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you was about to propose. No, not to me. I'm saying like a person like in 3 years is like sometimes ready to propose. But this one says, reader must name 3 Dr. Seuss books from memory. I can do that.
Cat in the Hat.
Mm-hmm.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Mm-hmm.
And Hop on Pop.
Right. I could say, let's see. The Lorax, All the Places You'll Go, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. Knick Knack Paddywhack.
Give a dog a bone. I don't know the rest.
Me neither. Okay. The last one.
Oh yeah, because.
Okay. You and your partner are cuddled up on their couch.
All right, so we cuddle them.
His or her mom bursts in with a key and without speaking starts cooking. What do? A, nothing. B, look at your boo for an explanation. C, plan your exit because things just got awkward. D, ask them to speak in private immediately.
A.
B, I'd look at my partner like, what is going on? Because... Like, so
I'm at your house and your
my mom comes in with the key and just doesn't speak to either of us and just goes in the kitchen and start cooking.
She do that now.
Oh, first of all, it's not because she don't be going in nobody's kitchen and cooking. So stop it. But like that's weird. Like if that's the first time it happens, like you wouldn't look at me and be like, "What the fuck is going on?" No.
I might. I don't know.
Or you would be like, it depends on what's being made.
I mean, depends. Like, what kind of bae are you?
Well, this is partner, so I don't know.
Okay, what kind of partner?
I don't know. But I think that's still a little weird.
Yeah. Well, they have other cards, and we have other versions of this. Maybe we'll do this again.
Yeah, we could do another, like, a round 2. But all right. But it was fun, though. I feel like we reaffirmed.
Very silly.
It is. But I feel like we reaffirmed some things that we knew about each other.
I mean, you like hood rats.
I like hood rats.
Yeah, you want to be with a scammer who got you a nice car and stay with them.
And you want scamming lessons, so I guess we're meant to be.
Whatever.
You would be a scammer if you knew how to. Somebody showed you the ropes. So, I think that's good, though. I think, guys, if you want this game, I guess I'm not going to give them a free advertisement, but it's called Mentally Stimulate Me. I didn't necessarily feel super mentally stimulated, but it definitely provided for a good chuckle.
Harder.
Maybe the other ones. They have, like, erotic ones, the Grown and Sexy expansion pack.
I'm not going to give advertisement as we give advertisement.
I know. I'm like, okay, I'm done. So instead of continuing to do that, we can get into our quarrel. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Sound effects, always.
Terrible, always.
Hater, always.
Facts.
Always. So, this, I feel like we had to put this one on wax because you and I had kind of already talked about it once before. And a friend of ours, Mallory, shout out to you, Mal, she posted on Facebook, I believe, a couple weeks ago about which one is more important or should be taught or to be more important, respect or accountability. So I feel like that one was a good debate that you and I could have over, during the episode because you said accountability and I said respect. And I guess it's in the lens just so y'all understand, like through like I guess like teaching your kids, but I think we can kind of just like apply it to life in general, adults or whatever. So my thing is, I think respect will trump accountability. Not that accountability is not important, but that if you give respect, if you show respect, if you've earned respect, accountability comes along with it anyway. And so that's why I said respect.
You think so?
I do.
So a partner who respects his partner or respect her, whatever, partner, so they respect them enough that they're not going to let them know that they're doing dirt.
What do you mean? Let them know what kind of dirt? Like cheating?
Cheating or...
But that's not showing respect.
You don't know.
So you're trying to say that it's respectful to like keep your partner in the dark if you're like stepping out on them?
Or if you're, buying stuff that they didn't want you to buy, or...
So...
You're being respectful.
No, you're being...
Of their feelings.
You're being a liar. Like, that's not being respectful of their feelings. That's trying to avoid conflict. Just
because you're respectful doesn't mean that you're accountable.
I think that respect will beget accountability.
There's people who's respectful, but they respectfully lie.
Well, I guess respectfully lying is like the scenarios you were just given.
Yeah, but I'm
which
just
isn't
saying,
respectful, though.
Well, to some people, that's considered being respectful. I'm respecting your feelings.
I think that's what people tell themselves to make themselves feel better about being an asshole.
Okay. I think that people should be accountable. I think not enough people are accountable for their actions.
I think people should be accountable too, but I just think that if you are respected or you show respect, that if you have respect or you've earned respect, you will feel the sense to be accountable of yourself and to others, and others will feel it to you.
And I feel like if you're accountable, by being accountable, you learn to respect those people in your accountability.
So you feel like we're kind of like yin and yang over here.
Yeah, I mean,
but I just think that like, because you can be accountable, like you could say, yeah, like in my mind, I'm like, if somebody did something wrong and they say, yes, I did it, but they call you like a fucking asshole while they're saying that you did it, that they did something, or that they're taking accountability for it, to me, that's not being respectful. And that's just like, this is where the issue of the disconnect comes from. Because
but if somebody's being respectful in your face, but they're really not, but like, they're not accountable for their actions.
But I guess when
the adults come around, I'm nice and I'm respectful. Mm-hmm. But when they leave, I'm back to being who I am. And
so, like, I feel like accountability is just like, if you're accountable, then if you're a great person, if you're an asshole, as long as you're accounting for it, then you're like better than...
I mean, for me, I don't think it's better. I don't think it's a better thing, but I would rather somebody be accountable. I think we live in a world where people are not accountable. Nobody wants to be accountable for their actions.
I think
kids,
absolutely,
adults. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to say, I messed up, or I did this, or this was my part. They always want to be like, well, I seen this person do that, or this is in my department, so I can't help you with this. Mm-hmm. And even though I can help you, I just don't want to be accountable for this. Or, you know what? This is somebody else's situation, so I'll let them handle it as opposed to me just doing it. Like, nobody wants to be accountable for things. Mm-hmm. So that's my thing. I'd rather someone be accountable. I'd rather you be an asshole, but you're an accountable person.
A disrespectful asshole.
I mean, you're adding, like, layers to it.
But it's respect versus accountability. Okay, so then, like...
So you could be respectful and not accountable for anything. You could be the nicest person in the world, but you are not accountable.
And I just think that if you are respectful, you will get accountability, because it's like...
So you think that you think that's just how it works?
I think that in more times, I mean, it's not foolproof, but I think that more times than not, you will yield those results if somebody is well respected. If you're well respected, I respect you enough.
There's well respected
so that
people
if I don't, let me finish.
Who aren't accountable though.
I mean, there's going to be examples of both on both sides. But,
okay, yeah,
but we're making generally. We're saying generally.
See, my thing is, I think it kind of comes back to, like, would you rather be respected or feared type situation. Like, just because somebody is respectful to you doesn't mean that they necessarily respect you. It just means that I'm being courteous.
And then
I'd rather you be honest. I'd rather you, if you're not going to talk to me, if you're not going to be respectful to me, because this is who you truly are. If you're just doing it because it's under the guise, I don't want it. I'd rather someone be honest. I don't fuck with you. I'm not going to fuck with you. I can respect that so much more than somebody who's just smiling and trying to fit in and trying to do the things just because it's respectable.
And I feel like if I have enough respect for you, TJ, that I would not ever try to, like, pass the buck or, like, pass off ownership or responsibility if I did something wrong that harmed you or that hurt your feelings or that put you in a place. Like, I would be forthright. I would be up front with you about it because I respect you so much. So that's why I feel like where that like accountability comes hand in hand or follows suit after respect, because because respect is like the baseline of human decency. Like,
yeah,
respect.
But I feel like once you're accountable for things, you learn to be you learn to respect those things. You're accountable, and because you're accountable for your actions, you respect your actions. So if I'm gonna be accountable for whatever, I'm gonna see this through all the way, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm presented the correct way. I'm gonna make sure that I'm giving you the respectable thing because I'm accountable for my actions, and I know that for this job to get done, I have to be respectful.
I mean, yeah, I guess I get what you're saying, but I mean, now it sounds like we're just arguing like two sides of the same coin. Yeah, like, which one came first, the respectability or the accountability? It's, the chicken or the egg thing. But I just think that, and I guess maybe I'm talking a little bit more through a lens of like an educator, because those are both major things that the kids lack: respect and accountability. They, people and children and adults in this day and age feel like if someone tells them that they're wrong, or someone tells them about themselves, or criticizes them for something that needs to be worked on.
Most people.
It is a lot of people. Yeah, they're taking it as a sign of disrespect, when it's really like, no, somebody trying to help you improve upon yourself. But
so they feel that it's disrespectful that you tell them about themselves. Why?
Because I think we've just grown up in it. I think we're at a place in our society where anything outside of
good job.
What?
I'm saying anything outside of like good job.
Oh, okay.
Anything
outside of a compliment
or positive
positive feedback can be perceived as like disrespect. And I think that's the thing. I think like we need to clarify what it is, for what is respect, what is showing respect, what is earning respect, and then also clarify what is accountability, what does it look like.
So you just said earning respect. Yeah. Someone has to earn respect. So you can't, like, to me, I don't think that, and that's why it goes back to the accountability. Like, when you are accountable for something, you learn how to, oh shit, like, I mean, again, we are going back and forth saying the same thing, I feel like, but I just feel like you have to be accountable. And once you are accountable, when you do tell that kid you're fucking up or you're talking too much in my class, they can say, you know what? You're right, Mrs. B. You're right. I apologize. And that's the accountability and the respect right there.
Yeah, but I guess, like, respect is more than just accountability. Like, it's not.
Well, I'm saying that I'm saying that for someone to be accountable, you're going to be accountable for your actions, good and bad. Mm-hmm. Just because you can try to teach somebody respect, and they can respect you in your face, and then behind your back, I'm not doing this work. I told them to do it because that's what she wanted to hear. Mm-hmm. So that's just my thing. I just feel like I would rather people be more accountable. That's it.
I mean, I know it's big for you, and I feel like but I still feel like if you, not you, but like, you know, if people showed more respect to each other and to themselves, then other things would just start to fall in place on its own. I mean, I guess. Because I think that's wishful thinking. I mean, I think both are, if that's the case. Like, you're
right. And we're just speaking from our experiences. Yeah. I work in a job where if it's the other department, if somebody says I'm looking for A, and although it may be something that I handle, because it may be something that I handle, but it's also something that they can handle, they're going to try to transfer the call to me because, they said this. They didn't do their due diligence. They didn't ask the questions. All they heard was, they want this, so it has to be this department. Mm-hmm. People don't make cases because they don't want to be accountable. I get phone calls transferred to me all the time from other reps who don't make cases. Why aren't you making cases? Because you don't want to be accountable. Nobody wants to be accountable, and I think that's why it's a pet peeve for me. Like, be accountable for your shit.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
No, I get that. No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, and for me, and I guess talking about my own experiences, like the respect thing, because I'm like, if, you know, one thing I teach my kids all the time is like, don't give, like, you're so worried about feeling disrespected when it's like, quite honestly, you're a child. It's not about, there's a modicum of respect that you get as a child. There's like kid size respect that you receive, and then but like them having to understand that me telling you this is where you need to be, this is what you need to do, you're doing the wrong thing.
No, you're right.
That's not. I mean, disrespecting.
A lot of these kids are stupid. A lot of these kids are being raised by parents who are kids themselves, and they're imitating what they see at home. Yeah. And
I won't even go so far as to say even at the kids themselves, because
I said a lot of kids. I'm not saying all the kids.
I'm saying like the ones you saying like being raised by kids, like being younger, because I will say, like, even in my short time as an educator, I've seen younger parents who got their kids on fucking lot. And like, as far as setup, and I've seen older parents who let their children run amok, because I've got those parents who, like, both. Yeah, it doesn't matter the age.
I've seen kids who did what they wanted, they talked how they wanted, and, you know, I'm just saying we live in a time where these kids. I'm not gonna just put it on the kids. Where nobody are accountable for themselves. No one has the accountability for who they need to be, and no one is respectful, or no one feels like they have to.
Everybody
give
thinks
respect.
they need to be respected, but no one thinks they need to give out any respect to others. Like, common courtesy is a part of showing respect, and people don't manage to do that. And it's just like, it's the simple things, and that's why accountability and respect are so closely related and are so like intertwined with it in some way. But I just feel like if people get out their own way and understand that just because you feel like you should be respected does not mean that then therefore you don't return it. It's not reciprocated to other people. Because if we were a more respectful society, and I'm not saying in a sense that like, you know, you letting people walk all over you or anything like that, but I'm talking about simply common courtesy, treating people like how you want to be treated.
But there
would be so
that's
much.
something that people have to go through. They have to be taught that. That's one thing.
Yeah.
That's taught. But you also have to go through experiences to be able to understand it. Because you could be taught something, like I'm pretty sure your parents taught you something, my parents taught me something, and we may have not taken it in stride until we had our own experience. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you do need that. But with this, let's just say for Tatum, we'll teach her both.
Oh, absolutely. Tatum is...
Because I grew up as a child that my father told me, if they don't respect you, you don't have to respect them. Mm-hmm. Period.
But the thing about it is, what was...
I think the context was more like
disrespect.
If I held the door open for you and you didn't say thank you, I don't ever have to open that door for you again. Mm-hmm. If I speak to you and you don't speak to me, I don't ever have to speak to you again. Mm-hmm. So that was the respect thing.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's still arguably different than I'm saying, like, let me say, like, that's arguably different than the point of like you 12-year-old TJ, you know, somebody said you were, let's say you were like cutting up in the lobby of your apartment building or whatever, and somebody said you need to chill, and now you feel like that's not them disrespecting you, or that's them correcting you, and now like I just think it's different. I think it's like,
I also think it's, I mean, if somebody's correcting you from your neighborhood, I think it's all about how they say it, A, and B, what your parents allow.
Yeah, and I mean, but I guess that's goes as a whole other conversation about like it being like a village versus like the, you know, this very, very like individualized family upbringing, because there was a time in our society where if somebody in the neighborhood, even if you didn't necessarily know them by name, but you recognize their face or you've seen them around, if you were doing something that you weren't supposed to do as a child and you got called out, you would, you know, especially if they did know your parent or they knew somebody in your family, that would get back to your family and ultimately get back to your parents, because you were out there misrepresenting your family and your home because you weren't doing what you were supposed to do. And I do feel like that was a beneficial thing, because it also taught a level of general respect for the adults, for the people in your village, same age and older and adults, because
but I also feel like it goes back to how it's done. If I'm cutting up and the adults say, hey, TJ, come here for a second, and we have a conversation, and you say, listen, your mother wouldn't want you doing it, your father wouldn't, that's different than you, I guess, quote unquote, like embarrassing them, and now it's a all right, well, I'm already in trouble, so fuck it, my friends are seeing this, they laughing, so now I have to be this tough person.
Yeah, I mean, I do that all the time.
But I'm saying,
I do both all the time, honestly.
I'm saying the approach
matters, absolutely.
But in school, that's different.
Oh, but
you're the teacher, like,
but that's the thing, though. They teach us to. initially, I'll say this, initially at first they teach you to be like, don't put that person on, and there is validity to it. They're like, don't put somebody on the spot. Like, so if I'm teaching and you're my student and you're talking to Eric, my initial thing isn't gonna be like, TJ, stop talking. I'm gonna walk over to you, and like, they have the strategies, like sometimes just proximity. You know, you remember when you were in school, if you were doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing in class, you were talking and whispering in class. If your teacher started moving closer to you, you would stop. And so
my teachers didn't do that. They just TJ.
Oh, well, there's that. So sometimes it's like proximity. If I walk closer to you, then and I get near you, a lot of times the kids will straighten up because they're like, oh shit, she sees me. Oh shit, she's too close. I can't get away with whatever I'm doing. Other times you walk by them and you tap them on the shoulder, tap on the desk, make a noise, and like let them know, like, listen, get it back together. Or you like say something real quiet to them, like, TJ, I need you to bring yourself together. And then after that, all of those, there's TJ from across the room. You need to stop talking.
No, I get that.
And so it's just it's levels to it, but it's just like,
I get that
because kids don't want to. Kids react.
But it's also
that way.
levels to the village. Like the teacher village is different than the neighborhood village to me. Like if a teacher calls you out, like they can do that. Now, would it be nice that they don't always whatever? But their job is their job. You have 30 kids. You may have to say, TJ, stop what you're doing because you're disrupting my class. You may have to do that.
And I do it all the time.
So that's all I'm saying.
But sometimes I'll get a kid who will straighten up, and sometimes I'll get a kid now. It's a pissing contest. It's like I had a kid like day before yesterday or whatever, and I'm like, we need to move around because y'all can't be right next to your friends during testing. And it was like, I was like, so and so, move over here, and she was like, I don't want to move. Going back and forth across the room, and I'm like.
So that's also different.
I'm like, I'm not going back and forth with you. So what I did was I moved her friends away from her. So she didn't want to get up. So now I took everybody else that she banged with from the table and I put them other places because they moved.
Back in my days when I was in school, nigga, they sent you to the office. There wasn't no like, you can't get in trouble and.
But sending them to the office, they only send them back after a while. There's only but so much they can do down there.
I'm just saying that there was more consequences.
Yeah.
And just from what I've seen with schools and what happens, it's not the same thing. It's not the same. Like, not everybody gets punished for things. Like,
I think like, and that could be a whole nother episode, a whole nother conversation, and we can have people who are like bigger, better, even education experts. Because again, I'm not well versed on everything, but I have my own experiences. But like, I think it's a lot of it is the focus becomes more about the child, and it's as to an extent as it should be, because education is about the youth, but also like, we can't quote unquote arbitrarily just be like getting kids in trouble or suspending them or putting them out for random infractions or whatever, or like at your school this situation got you suspended, and at my school I just got a slap on the wrist and I sent back to class. Like, they want that consistency because we have a whole code of conduct, we have all of that stuff to like that levels out what different infractions and stuff like that.
But if the kids kept on being distraction to everybody else, after a certain time, these kids got put out. You had to go to the alternative school. You couldn't go to the school no more.
No, it's not as simple as that. Like, you got.
But that's my point.
Yeah, you got to have mad. Like, you have like a
school was a
paper trail a mile long.
Back in the day, schools was a privilege. So when you fucked up at this school, you may be able to go to another school, and once you got that reputation, now it's kind of like no. But it wasn't like I can talk back, I can do what I want, like. But yeah, it could be another episode for another day. So
yeah, but respect is everything, in my opinion. Like,
accountability is everything. I think ultimately they both go hand in hand.
It's like a black and white cookie.
Okay.
Or like, what's something else where there's two sides to it?
I don't know.
I kind of want a black and white cookie. It sounds like, well, Now that I mentioned it.
I kind of want to... What? You're not making no sense right now.
I said, because I said it's like a black and white cookie. And then I was like, dang. I was like, it'd be nice to have a black and white cookie right now. What's wrong with that? You never, like, thought of something? You'd be like, damn, that would be...
No, black and white cookies are disgusting, so I would never want one, but...
The slander. Black and white cookies are amazing.
They're trash.
What black and white cookies have you been having?
I've had the same ones that you are in love with, and they're trash.
Okay, do you have like a preferential side at least?
No,
like which the accountability side of the black and white cookie do you like better?
I don't know what you just did there, but
because whatever side you like more will be the accountability side of the cookie.
The whole cookie's trash.
It's really not.
You're being respectful, respecting your cookie, and letting you know it's trash.
Yeah, you're not yucking my yum.
Yeah,
but.
It's trash to me. See, I didn't say that you can't like it.
Okay, I guess I'm floored that you don't like black and white cookies. Yeah. But I mean, I guess I'll have to respect your opinion and
way to be accountable.
Just being respectful.
You're being accountable
because I don't get it. But I will...
Exactly.
But that has nothing to do with
accountability. You're not necessarily respecting me.
What I'm doing is being respectful. There's nothing about accountability. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't do anything that I had to take accountability for with your awkward or...
You're accountable for your actions.
Dislike of black and white cookies.
Because you probably want to say something else or something rude or... So you're being accountable for your actions.
I'm saying exactly everything that's coming to my head is coming out of my mouth right now. I'm saying whatever I'm thinking.
Do we have anything else?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
All right, well, let's wrap this sucker up and put a bow on it.
You're going to take my words. Because I say wrap this sucker up, but it's fine.
I mean, you're taking too long.
Anyway.
Everyone, thank you for tuning into another episode of Lovers Quarrel.
Yes.
Please follow, like, retweet.
Subscribe.
Rate, review. If you love us, let us know. You hate us, let us know.
Questions, concerns,
if
let us know.
Team Dani, everyone is.
Everyone's Team Dani.
If you're Team TJ.
The rare person.
You're an amazing person.
Yeah.
And you can follow us on IG, Lovers Quarrel Show. On Twitter, Lovers Quarrel 7. Send us your emails at loversquarrelshow@gmail.com. And, yeah, that's it.
Well,
when this episode drops, we'll be a day away from our wedding anniversary. Super fun, exciting times. So,
dripping with sarcasm, but continue.
That's just my voice.
Lies.
Super fun.
You're not being accountable for your tone.
I am.
You're not?
I am. That's my voice.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're lying.
Anyway.
So that's your guy, TJ.
And that's your girl, Dani.
And as always, we fuss.
We fight.
But we love. Bye.
Later, y'all. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.